Hey everybody, I'm at work and I just noticed something outside of my client's house. I can't explain what I'm looking at. I've raised birds. I'm very into science and nature. I have never seen anything like this. There's a dead bird laying here. Looks like a fairly young bird, but old enough to fly. Maybe it ran into the house and snapped its neck. But there is some very strange thing attached to it that I can't explain. Get away from it. Go. The dog's here. Go. Go. Look at this. Can anybody explain this? This is not natural or normal. What is that? I have never seen that. That makes no sense. What kind of bird is this? It's a robin, but it's got a very strange rib cage, and its throat is torn out. Its rib cage is torn out. But yet the rest of the bird is completely intact. And that thing, it's not coming out of the bird. It's like on the bird. It's just very odd. It wasn't here yesterday or last night. It's definitely fresh. It's very bizarre that it would just be laying here. There's no cats or anything in this house. So it makes no sense, because this bird, no animal would bring it to the doorsteps like this of the house and just leave it here. Hold on. How you doing, Julia? Yeah, I don't even want to touch it. It's just trying to see the back end of it. Yeah, it's normal on every other aspect. It's just got some weird, I don't know, that's very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Whatever. And nothing ceases to amaze me anymore. I mean, I know it looks like a rib cage and stuff, but I've raised these things from eggs, and I've never seen that. And it just doesn't make any sense, because it's like, it's not, the bird's not cut open, and yet it's sticking out from the outside, and it's almost like some kind of weird new biomechanical breed of bird or something. And it's also in a very strange spot. I mean, it had to have broke its neck or something, and then just died and fell right there. But there's no glass over here. It's a garage. It's just laying in a very strange spot. It makes no sense. Why would the bird fly and break its neck? You know, something must have left it here. I don't know. It almost feels like somebody put it there kind of like intentionally, like a warning. Who knows? Now I gotta look that up. Conspiracy theorist mind is going now. Did somebody put it there as a warning? Like, this is gonna be you if you and Jim Caviezel don't shut your mouths. Whatever. I got too many big fish to fry. I don't have time to worry about shenanigans. But anyway, I just figured I'd show you guys that, and it's a little weird. I've just never seen a bird's rib cage like that or anything like that. And it just doesn't make sense. If something's gonna kill it and eat it, it would have done the job. It wouldn't just leave it there. It's a perfectly good bird. So it's right there at the doorsteps near the house. So I had to see it and it wasn't there when I got here like half hour ago. So whatever. Anyway, I'm just waiting I bring my dog to work, so, because my client loves him, and it gives him, my client's somewhat autistic type, whatever, and so he likes to see the dog. It's therapeutic, and Donna's here visiting with him as well, because I had to try to, sometimes there's certain days where there's just too many appointments, and I'm flooded with doctor's appointments, and Donna's got a bunch of appointments, and so we've been going all morning, and then I got to come to work, and Donna's got stuff to do here near this guy's house, and it's far away from home, so I bring her to visit him, and he enjoys her company and has dinner with her and the dog, and then she can go and do her thing over here while I'm working, so it works out, and he gets company, because he needs company. He never leaves the house. He's kind of like agoraphobic. And so he never goes outside, he never opens a window, it stinks in there, he won't let me get fresh air. He never doesn't want to go anywhere or do anything except sit there and watch TV. So I try to interact and get some friends to come and visit him once in a while. And he likes when I bring people to see him, otherwise he has no social life. So, and it works out for me too, because I'm always going, so I can do all my errands with Donna and then bring her to work with me, and I don't have to worry about the dog being stuck home alone, and my client enjoys the company of the dog and Donna, and so it kind of kills two birds with one stone, literally. You got to figure out how to maximize your time, because time is, if you guys haven't noticed in these end times, and this is proven, if it seems like the days are going by a lot faster, they are. They absolutely are. We are running out of time. God is shortening the days, and it's literally, the earth is spinning faster, the days are going by faster. You know, if you pay attention, like years ago, I used to be able to get so much more done in 8 hours. Now, it seems like the days are only 8 hours long, and I can't even get nearly a quarter done of what I used to get done in a day. And I'm a hustler. I'm always going. Get over here. Hey, Maverick, come on, inside. Let's go. Bye. Bye. I'm leaving. So anyway, come on, let's go. Yeah, so we just have to, I keep getting the same message from the Lord that, make the most of your time and make sure you're living for me. And there's not much time for worldly stuff. You got to be praying, you got to be studying, you got to be helping other people. You need to be living like a Christian, because the time for Christianity is coming where it's going to be over soon, and you are in training right now for the new kingdom that's coming. These worldly people, they're not going to heaven, so God just allows them to enjoy their life now because this is their reward, but they're supposed to be living for Him, and they're not, and so they're not in training. You're supposed to be training to be a Christian, because there's work to do in eternity. When you go to heaven, you're going to be working, and you're going to everybody has jobs up there, and we all serve the Lord, and you don't just sit on a cloud all day playing a harp and enjoy your vacation. There's a whole point to being a Christian. We're not angels, but we are above the angels, which means we have responsibilities just like the angels do. Remember, God created us for His purpose, not only to be His children, but to be His servants. Servant means you work for the King, so people don't want to work. Well, that's why God doesn't like lazy servants. And so you got the world that only lives for themselves, and they're not doing anything for God or for His kingdom or for other humans, and so this is their only reward. But Christians need to be about their Father's business in heaven, and that means that you are always working and praying and fighting evil and doing whatever you can to be close to the Lord every day and be useful to Him, because we're getting ready for heaven. And if you're not ready, you're wasting your life, because this is the training period. You're on earth so that you can be ready for heaven. That's the whole purpose of life on earth. So you can come to know and love and serve God, become holy, and get used to working and prove yourself worthy of the kingdom. And then when you go up there, you'll be ready. But if you waste your life, you're not going to be ready. So people don't understand that because, okay, this whole world teaches you to just do what you want to do and live for yourself and, do you, be you, as long as you're happy. Well, that's not how God created us to be. And I think that the biggest issue people have with Christianity, even Christians today, is this fact. You are not your own. You are a slave, but God does not treat you like a slave. He does not call you his slave. He calls you an employee, a servant, a child, and a friend. And so you do not live for yourself. You live for the family business. God is your father. He runs the kingdom. He's the king. You are a prince or a princess. And that means you have royal duties. You have to help fight evil. You have to help other people. You have to do what God wants you to do because that is your business. You are about your father's business and you are in a family business. The royal family has things to do down here, just like the angels do. And the angels are our servants. And that's why they didn't like that. See, the angels rebelled in heaven. Come on, let's go inside. Because they didn't want to serve human beings. They wanted to do their own thing, like a lot of Christians, a lot of humans. They didn't want to serve God, and they certainly didn't want to serve humans because we're below them. And so they rebelled and ended up in hell. And guess what? If you and I rebel, we will end up in hell too. So you better start getting your house in order and start working for the Lord because that's what he created you for. You're not here to just enjoy your life. You're here to figure out what God created you to do and do it. And then if you do it, you will go to heaven. If you don't, then you're disqualified. You're a lazy servant, a bad employee. And that's it. It's not rocket science. So figure out what God wants you to do and do it. And that means that you don't have much time in life when you're busy serving God and serving neighbor to serve yourself and to enjoy life. And that's just how it is. And you can see why a lot of people... Come on, Maverick, let's go inside. You can see why a lot of people don't like Christianity because it tells you right off the bat, if you do this, you are agreeing to be a servant and slave of God. And come on, get out of there. Maverick, I told you no. Go in the house. Now. Sorry. Kids will be kids. Anyway, so that's it. And that's why people don't like Christianity, because they want to know Jesus, they want to go to heaven, but they don't want to do their job. Bye.